Well, week 2 is finally here, so let's get down to the bitter points of how we're going to match up against the Kansas City Chiefs.
What's going on, guys? Your boy Joey Shake 72 coming to you guys with a video right now. Well, we have somewhat of a good matchup this week against the Kansas City Chiefs. Our former head coach Andy Reid coaching them up, getting prepared for Doug Pearson. That was the offensive coordinator, the QB coach for the Kansas City Chiefs. This is going to be a tough matchup, guys. This is a test. This is the first test. See, last year the Steelers were a test last year, and we fucking killed them, and I don't know how that happened, but for the gracious of God, we played well, but we did all right. But this is going to be this is going to be a crazy day, okay? This is going to be a real crazy day because, honestly, the defense in Kansas City is ridiculous, okay? I don't think the Patriots did not play well against Kansas City. Their DNs played like shit, didn't maintain the edge, couldn't maintain edge as the DNs were just getting blocked inside, and they were getting beaten bad. So when you look at this game, you got us going after Alex Smith. Now, the offensive line in Kansas City is okay, not too bad, but they get their blocks to where they just do enough to get blocks done. But at the same time, I think this defensive line could do some fucking work against this offensive line, as you could see in fucking D.C. But Redskins fans still talking shit. That's fine, because you just whooped your fucking ass, and I just saw a whole bunch go, so fuck off and fuck y'all. Okay? Anyway, week 2. We have to pressure Alex Smith with everything we fucking got. I don't care what we have. I don't care how it gets done. I don't care how we got to do it. It's got to happen that way. The pressure, every game is the same aspect for defense, okay? Every defensive line needs pressure, but for this defense, our defense is based off of our defensive line. It's based off of the pressure that we put on the quarterback and stop the run game. That's how it goes. Now, we just found out that, well, since last week, a rookie running back for Kansas City has been doing pretty fucking good, okay? Played an amazing game against the Patriots, whatnot. But the front defensive line for the Patriots is not good, okay? They are not even good, okay? Between Hightower, I'm just naming, yeah, Hightower and, I don't know that Russian guy's name. I forgot his fucking name. I forgot. Between them two not being out, plus having two linebackers being out, plus not having a good defensive line, hurt them entirely. So they took every advantage to run on these guys, no problem. Had a really good game. So I don't want to say I'm worried about him, but at the same time, if you start missing blocks like we did last week, like we did against the fucking Redskins last week, they gave him an easy-ass touchdown, there's going to be a fucking problem, missing tackles, whatnot. Got to be gap sound, assignment duty, get the shit done. That's it. We have to go in there, okay? And Arrowhead is not, and we all know Arrowhead, it's like you can never beat Kansas City in Arrowhead, ever. Last time we faced the Chiefs, fucking Jamal Charles whooped our fucking ass. Okay, we didn't do shit against Jamal Charles, okay? They ran the ball on us like it was nothing. But at the same time, we have to go in there with the mindset. They have to be focused. They have to eliminate the crowd noise. Don't worry about if it's an away game or road game. You win this fucking game, you get to play week 3 against the fucking Giants, okay? And we'll get to the Giants next fucking week when that happens, okay, for week 3. But at the same time, Marcus Peters is a hell of a good fucking corner. Patriots never threw his way the whole fucking game. Didn't throw his way. They tried to stay away from him the whole fucking game. Okay? See, we saw Josh Norman. Even though Josh Norman covered Alshon Jeffrey necessarily doesn't have to get all the catches. Look what Nelson Aguilar did. The worst wide receiver we've had for the past 2 years is the top 5 player on this team right now. Okay? It opened up so much for Zach Ertz, for Nelson Aguilar. It's only going to make it better. Torrey Smith takes the top off, stretches out the defense. These two guys on the outside could stretch out this defense. Other guys will have chances. There will be a mismatch, okay? There will be a mismatch for what we see on this defense. Now, I understand Eric Berry's out for the season, so honestly, they're going to put someone else in there. I don't know how good the guy's going to be, but if literally he's not the fastest safety that covers too much ground with his legs, we will do a good job throwing the deep ball, throwing a post or whatnot, or a seam. So I have no problem with that since Eric Berry is out of the mix now, out for the friggin' year. Then you have, Houston, linebacker. The two linebackers of Kansas City are pretty damn good. They cover a lot of ground. They actually do really well. They're smart. They're gap sound. When they hit a gap, they create a lot of distraction. And they cause a lot of shit to happen in a game. So with Houston, I forgot the other guy's name, but the linebacker core is not too bad. The D-line, not really worried about the D-line, the Kansas City so much. These guys have to block this week, okay? We can't have Carson Wentz extending. Look, I understand that extending plays creates bigger plays, but at the same time, he cannot do this every freaking play. This offensive line has to be healthy, and this offensive line has to block. Thank God, thank the Lord we're healthy, okay? Thank freaking God, because honestly, we need all these guys here. We need them all in. And that's how we got to do. The main thing we have to do Sunday is we have to run the ball, okay? We have to run the ball. We have no choice. LeGarrette Blount they have to find plays for him where he can get through the hole, make it to the second level, be physical with his body, get those few extra yards. Because last week he couldn't do a damn thing. He had a few 2-3 good runs. But other than that, Darren Sproles was getting the workload. And Darren Sproles is quick, so that's a mismatch too, because Darren Sproles didn't play all preseason. So that's a huge mismatch, okay? Now, we got a problem with corner. But at the same time, we don't. Because thank God Darby's coming back in a few weeks. At least 4 to 6 weeks. So, give or take, probably a month he'll be out, okay? So that's what we got to wait for. But at the same time, that defensive pressure is no fucking joke. It makes up for having a corner that's not the best. And I don't know how. I do know how that's possible, but at the same time, dude, the rotation to this defensive line is fucking crazy. It's we have third stringers. Our first string to our third string gets pressure. It does. I think the only person that doesn't get much pressure is Bo Allen, but he really holds his ground when he's in there. He plumps down. He's like a tree stump. He's a fucking giant tree stump. He fucking sticks in there. No one can move him. So as long as he's keeping his ground, I'm okay with it. Okay, because they'll open up plays for other people. But the one person you got to watch out for in that Kansas City offense is Tyreek Hill. He is fucking fast. He ran a 4.2, I think, in the 2014 draft, ran a 4.2 in the fucking combine, a 4.3 or whatnot. He was quick. Really fast receiver. This guy, you give him this much space, it's over, okay? See, this is where... Now, do I think Tyreek Hill's going to take over the whole game? No, I don't think so. I think Jim Schwartz will have a plan in motion defending Tyreek Hill. And depending on what he's going to bring to the table, whether it's blitzes, whether it's certain things, because, we had the blitz a few times during the Redskins game, but at the same time, the pressure itself is so great that when a team doesn't have to blitz, you're in a good position to win a lot of games. But Tyreek Hill is the man, and he will go at it. He will fucking find that Kansas City will find a way to get past one of these guys in space. Okay, and Tyreek Hill is the guy that could do it. So they got to stick with him. Jalen Mills on one side. Now, I don't know who's starting corner on the other side. I heard Rasul Douglas. I heard Jalen Watkins. Now, the one that surprised me the most since last game, since preseason 2 last game, is Jalen Watkins. Jalen Watkins literally was a safety for us and really hasn't done fucking shit. And I honestly thought he was going to get kicked off his team this year, but that didn't happen. Jalen Watkins has been playing corner, and he's one of the fastest guys. Honestly, he is actually one of the fastest guys on this defense. Okay? But for some reason, he, as a safety, you would think it's easier for him to play safety than playing corner. But it's not. So apparently, he's doing really good at corner. Because when they put him in the Redskins game, he had some good tackles. He was really tearing it up, man. I have to say, Jalen Watkins did a good job. Hate the guy with a passion, but he played a good game. But I don't know, because they can move Corey. Corey Graham can move to the nickel spot. Malcolm Jenkins can stay at safety. Malcolm Jenkins can move down. Jim Schwartz knows what he's doing. I don't want you guys to worry, because Jim Schwartz knows what he's doing. He knows how he's moving people around. I mean, they had Fletcher Cox. Remember when I told you earlier in the offseason, I said, when Jim Schwartz finds a loophole in the offensive line, that he's going to switch guys around. They had Fletcher Cox as a D end, and he forced a fumble. They had Fletcher Cox as a D end. Okay, you understand? Like, they'll find those mismatches. Jim Schwartz will find those mismatches, and they'll put 3 guys on one side and 1 guy on the right side. You understand? That line is nuts. And honestly, Timmy Jernigan is, as much as everyone thinks, that he's just an okay signing, this guy is more than life on this D-line, playing next to Fletcher Cox. They could be playing next to each other for a long fucking time, and I can't wait for what the future fucking holds. But going back to Jalen Watkins, he's been playing very well. Okay, cornerback, he's been playing really good. So, I don't know what the answer is, but Jim Schwartz is going to find his man this week. Okay, Russell Douglas, I would like him to play. We all want the young guys to play, but we don't want them to blow games at the same time. You understand? Russell Douglas can be a future nickel corner for us, because I know Patrick Robinson won't be on this team for a long time. Now, Patrick Robinson did have a good game last game, but he hasn't really faced anybody elite this year. Not really. I mean, Jarvis Landry in the preseason, other than that, I mean, preseason, but at the same time, I need to see more. But with this pressure on this defense, anything could happen, because when you get pressure, look what happens when you pressure Kirk Cousins, okay? You fucking rattle him, you hit him a few times, you get him all shook up, and then what happens is his throws are inaccurate, where guys are open and he's inaccurate because of the pressure so fucking crazy. He's inaccurate, and look what we got. We got a pick. Up by 2 points. They're down by the 10, 15, whatever the hell it was. He throws a pick to Jalen Mills right in his fucking hands because of that pressure. Okay? So what you got to do is, you have to rattle Alex Smith. Put him on his fucking ass. Get him on the fucking ground. And they will go to the run game, okay? They will go to the run game if he's not going to be able to do anything, okay? Because honestly, you guys don't have to worry about it. Do you honestly think Jim Schwartz doesn't study offensive lines and who's out and who's a replacement and who's not good and who's really good? And dude, they know what they're doing, okay? They will find a chink in the fucking chain. Someone's going to get fucking beat on that Kansas City offensive line. I'm telling you right now, somebody is going to get fucking beat. I don't know who it is, but somebody is going to get it. The linebackers have been playing great. Nigel Bradham, the enforcer, those hard hits. Jordan Hicks is just doing fucking amazing. And I understand. I think he could have had a pick last game. Totally missed it. Went through his hands or some shit. I think he got in front of the ball and totally missed the ball. But linebackers are playing good when they have to. But our bread and butter is this defensive line, okay? Now, this offense needs to waste some time and do some things to get in good position to score, okay? We can't be kicking field goals all the time. And we signed a kicker from the Bengals practice squad. He was actually a 5th-round pick. He was a draft pick last year for the Bengals, apparently. He's a rookie kicker. So, Now, when kickers are brought in, now there's competition. There's going to be, because if he actually does good, there's going to be competition they're going to keep him on next year. Because if he kicks amazing this year, they're going to keep his ass on. Okay? And then it's going to be, then Caleb Sturgis' job is going to be on the fucking line. Okay? His name is Jake Elliott, I think. Jake Elliott, he was a kicker from the Bengals practice squad. And the Bengals suck ass anyway, because that game was horrible yesterday. Who the fuck is, oh, goddamn. Never mind. Hadn't even scored a fucking touchdown. Bengals Kiefer, shut the fuck up. Any Bengals fans, you should be fucking ashamed of yourselves. All right, anyway. The offense needs to do something. Okay, we got the weapons to do it. This offensive line, it's going to be based off of this offensive line. This is what it's going to be based off of, okay? I have no problem. I have no worries about people getting open. Because Zach Ertz, he gets open. He's a security blanket. You understand? Nelson Aguilar has dude, honestly, let me tell you something. After that first game Nelson Aguilar had for 80-something yards, Nelson Aguilar literally fucking walked away from that game and didn't chime about it, didn't make a big deal out of it. He just knows that he's got to keep moving forward. It's his, because he could be off this team after this year. Now, I don't know how that's going to go by the end of the year, but we'll find out. Because if he actually has a pretty good fucking year, he gets over 500-600 yards receiving. That's not bad. And the slot, he did better in the slot at USC than on the outside. And the guy looks different. The guy looks like he's come back for a fucking... He's got a vengeance on himself to do better. Because I'm not going to lie, when he scored that first touchdown against the Redskins, I was just like, what the fuck? Just flipping out. So, he's a mismatch too, bro. Nelson Aguilar is a mismatch. Let me tell you something. Like, Nelson Aguilar is quick. He's fast. The guy is a freak of nature, like, when he runs routes, because I don't know how a DB, or I don't know how anyone is supposed to cover him. Literally, like his route breaking is so quick. Like, he fakes, I don't know how, and I saw like all his route breaking. Now, there was a few people. Nelson Aguilar was open on another catch in the Redskins game to the flat, and there was nobody upfield. And Carson Wentz wasn't looking that way, didn't pass to him. He would have had a first down and probably more. So that's where it comes down to as well. Okay, he's got to find Carson Wentz can extend plays, do what he's got to do, be Carson Wentz, be you, and do what he's got to do. But at the same time, this play calling has to fucking get better, because these pieces are not going to fucking matter. None of these pieces that we got in this offseason are not going to matter unless his play calling gets fucking better, because Andy Reid and Doug Peterson fucking work together. Okay, they work together in Philadelphia. They work together over here. Okay, they work together in Kansas City. So Andy is out to beat Doug, and Doug is there to is playing to outsmart fucking his mentor. You understand? So there's a lot of shit into this game. All right, and honestly, he needs no more bubble screen. They have to, dude. If I see a pass behind the line of scrimmage and it's dropped for a fumble, I'm gonna be fucking pissed off. Like, this is where I'm gonna get aggravated. Okay, everything's all good and dandy, and okay, well, all we have to do is this, and we have to do this, and we have to do this to win this game. But the one fucking thing that has to get better is the damn play calling. No more fucking bubble screens. I can't. If I see more bubble screen, I'm telling you, like, Andy Reid looked at that last game and said, "Oh, this is gonna be fucking easy because he only runs like the same fucking play every series. There's no switch up." But honestly, I noticed in that Redskins game, they definitely expanded the playbook a little bit more. But at the same time, like, you're in shotgun. It's what, 3rd and 2. You're in shotgun. And you have LeGarrette Blount standing next to you, and there's no receivers on the outside. Like, everyone's bunched in, so you know it's going to be a fucking run. I mean, I already knew either he was going to get stopped behind the line. You already know it's going to be a fucking run. So, number one, you're not even under center, so you're giving away too much when you're in shotgun. When you stay in shotgun, you're giving away way too fucking much. Hand him the fucking... So everyone can see him get the ball 5-6 yards away from, off the fucking line of scrimmage, and they're already past the defensive guys are already past the line to go tackle his ass. So it makes no sense. So they need to be smarter. He's got to go under center more. He's got to do some shit. This shit should have been fucking clear. This play calling's got to get right, because you can't fuck up against a team like Kansas City, especially at their fucking turf. Their fucking home opener. You win this game, there's a lot of promise, okay? You win against Kansas City, there's a lot of promise, okay? Something's got to work. Number one, the offensive line has got to work. They got to make their fucking blocks. They got to do their shit. Stop shooting yourselves in the fucking foot. Stop having a good drive going from one side end of the field to the other side. One penalty for some stupid bullshit. Now, I know these refs. I've watched refs throughout this whole week 1 and part of week 2 already. And honestly, dude, these refs suck, okay? And a lot of teams have gotten screwed over dumb calls, like flags being thrown again. What's going on, guys? Sorry, my tablet actually died, and I thought I lost all my footage, but I didn't. So we're gonna continue on with this. So the refs, shit's gonna happen. Defensive game, a lot of bullshit can happen. Okay, so we can't worry about anything. All right, but we all gotta have our heads up into this game, and we need to go forth and do our shit. This match is gonna be done in the trenches. Okay, this is not a game. This is a match. A match where opposite sides are gonna tangle a little bit, and we're gonna see some competition on which defense is gonna come over and which defense is gonna be bigger. Now, you'd probably say the secondary is Kansas City's strength on defense. I could say that. Even with Eric Berry gone, I can still say that. Defensive line? No. The defensive line is not. Okay? And we know Benny Logan, the ex-Eagle that, we could not pay, and which I'm glad we didn't pay, because I think Timmy Jernigan fits the system like crisp, so fucking good. And he fits it well. So, I'm happy with that. And, we just got to see what happens. But honestly, I think we can win this game. I think we can win this game. Trust me, I'm not just saying this because we're on a 1-0 straight record right now. Okay, a 1-0. Okay, first game won, done deal, division game won. I'm just saying this because I truly mean that we can beat Kansas City and Arrowhead. And if we do that, we will start turning heads. The league will start turning their heads. The front office of every team will start turning their heads, and they will be seeing a team that could potentially be on the rise. And not saying that we can never be stopped, but we will always come back. Every year we will always come back. Win, lose, or draw. Okay? The wide receivers got to fucking do their thing, catch the ball, give Carson Wentz the security he needs to make the team look good, make himself look good, bring this team to a nice win Sunday. The running backs need to find a fucking hole, and I'm not even putting on the running back so much, but this offensive line needs to fucking block their asses off. Everyone's healthy. Lane Johnson's in. Jason Peters is fine, because I know he had that little groin thing going on. Fucking totally fine. I have a lot. I'm very high on this team right now. I can't wait until we get stuff done. I can't wait till we play Sunday and we could show the league what we could do. I just hope they do it. Okay, I want them to do it. I believe they can do it. Okay, I believe they can do it. And then you got the coach. Doug Peterson is not going to be. It's either he's gonna do something that we don't know is gonna happen, or literally he's gonna think going into this game that we have enough good guys that we can call certain plays that's not gonna fool Kansas City. Well, let me tell you something. It will not fool them, because these bubble screens, they need to expand the playbook like they've never expanded on this Kansas City defense, because we need as much as we possibly can home opener, wild ass crowd. Need to go get this shit done. So that's all I really got to say to you guys. I appreciate you guys watching. I'm sorry I got cut off. I was on a roll when I was talking about stuff. Kind of got sidebound. Battery died. Waited later to do this. So that's all I really got to say, guys. Keep your fucking heads up. And I apologize for the late preview because between the new job and everything else, it's been so fucking busy. I've been mostly working on myself than pumping out a lot of videos. But I'll be fine now. This week was just crazy. I'm off. Don't start till Monday again. So let's get this shit rolling, guys. Keep your fucking heads up. Keep your fucking heads up. And fucking this logo right here is all you gotta worry about. Alright? That's all you gotta worry about. The wings on their fucking helmets. You support these fucking guys. Let Nelson Aguilar fucking go out and continue to do his thing. Let Carson Wentz be the quarterback we know he can be. Let Zach Ertz be the security blanket. The guy that always can help Wentz out of sticky situations. Let the offensive line fucking block. Give them a fucking prayer to the damn Eagles God up there. Let the defensive line get to this quarterback. Get to the running back. Just fucking dominate. Let the linebackers get up. Make fucking hard hit tackles. Make shit happen. Let these safeties do their job. Go overboard. Go over the top. Make tackles when they're missed up front. Let the corners cover these guys. We're going to see who the next man up is on the other side. Jalen Watkins, is it Rasul Douglas? We're going to fucking find out. And it's going to be real exciting to see what's going to happen. I can't wait. And like I said, Tyreek Hill is one of the best. I give him all the credit. So if he scores on us because someone fucking gets double moved or whatever the fuck's going on, that's what can happen. But I have a lot of confidence that Jim Schwartz will fix this scheme up a little bit to maneuver that, counter that, and we can keep going with the game and fucking win. Rattle Alex Smith, put his ass to the fucking ground, and show him where the fucking birds are flying. So I'll see you guys later. I'll see you guys week 3 because I'll be there next week. But I'll have a video soon. So I'll see you guys. I'll have a video out tomorrow. Love you guys. See ya.